Hi there. I'm going to try something new. I'm actually recording this on my phone to see if the sound might be better, maybe even the quality might be better, so it won't be live, but it'll be posted hopefully. So I'm going to do a chair yoga class, and as you can see, that's not a chair, that's an ottoman. So that's my best option. And so grab in your place what would work best. I know a lot of you probably have some dining room chairs that you can, like high back dining room chairs. Hopefully they're easy to move around or whatever, but I have my mat. Can you see it? I have my mat just kind of horizontal or parallel with my ottoman. So it's going to be the long way. I'll show you when I get back to it, but I'm going to just do a little bit of a chair class and see how it goes, okay? So enjoy. Again, please consider donating, as I'm without my yoga part of the income these days. So would love to have you contribute if you're at all able. But again, don't feel the pressure to. Please just take advantage of this class. And no, I don't know who that boy is, but Jana, my friend Jana, shout out to Jana. She took a picture of him when she was traveling in, I believe, Greece or Malta. So he's the no-named boy, although some of my previous yogis have named him. Very endearing. So let's get started, all right? So as you can see, my mat is the long way, this way, okay? So just if that helps. I'm sitting on the very front edge of, I'm just gonna call it a chair, even though it's an ottoman, but come to the very front edge of your chair. And I usually kind of tell people, like, come so much so to the front of it that you feel like if you go any further forward, you might fall off. Okay, that'll help to just even naturally lift through the spine, relax through the shoulders. I'm going to plant the feet at about hip width apart. And then my ankles are just a hair ahead of my knees, okay? So I can definitely see my toes over my knees. I'm going to keep my knees tracking with my toes, okay? I'm just going to begin grounding through the feet, kind of press in, maybe bounce the heels around a little bit, maybe wiggle the toes, move the toes around, okay? Curl the toes and press into curl toes if that feels good. The visual here, yeah, maybe you can see, but you know, just do what feels good, okay? Ground down through the feet, lift through the spine, all right? We're gonna keep the natural curve in your back, so we're not gonna overly arch it and we're not gonna overly curve it, okay? So just kind of, if that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense. Lengthen through the spine, relax through the shoulders, kind of open up that chest a little bit as the shoulders draw somewhat back and down away from the ears, but naturally. So again, we're not forcing anything here. Everything's just kind of go with the flow of how your body feels and how you feel in your own frame, because everyone's frame is different. So I think we know that. So relax the palms, the hands, arms, wherever they're comfortable for now. They can just kind of be next to you on the chair or hanging off the chair if you're on an actual chair. Or even here, I guess I can do it too, kind of next to your hips or outer thighs, or resting on your lap. Chin comes parallel to the mat or to the chair, to the floor. And then feel free to close the eyes here as we begin to tune into the breath. Just noticing the breath, noticing your inhales and your exhales. And my all-time favorite reminder, relax the jaw. So that might mean parting the teeth or just allowing the tongue to be heavy. And if you're able to, if you don't have any allergies messing with you or a cold or anything like that, let's try to do the inhale and the exhale through the nose. So inhaling through the nose. And then the exhale will be through the nose, but it's almost going to feel like if your mouth were open, you're trying to fog up a mirror. So it's like giving kind of that growl from the back of the throat, or that kind of an H sound. If you were to say ha, it kind of comes from the back of the throat. And so you're inhaling deeply through the nose, and then exhaling out the nose, but feel it kind of come from the back of the throat on your exhale. We'll spend a few more breaths here. I've had a bit of an emotional day today, so this is nice to just simply tune into the breath. Just kind of allows the mind to calm down a bit, the heart to settle. And now, mind you, if this is all you do during this whole practice this afternoon, or for right now it's this afternoon, that's fine. That's wonderful. Just tuning into the breath and sitting here in a comfortable position for as long as you like, or even just visualizing as I give cues throughout this chair class. That is totally successful yoga practice in my mind. So do what feels okay for your body today, because today, I could actually sit here for 5 or 10 minutes and simply tune into the breath. And so by all means do that if that's what you know your body needs today. If not, just follow along here. So I'm just going to take a couple more breaths. One more inhale here. This time on your exhale, just sigh it out. Open mouth, exhale, okay? And then one more inhale. On your next exhale, allow that right ear to drop toward the right shoulder. Just a little bit of a neck stretch here. Feel free to keep your eyes closed as long as you'd like, or open them whenever you're ready. And then on your next inhale, we're going to lift the chin back through neutral, through the center, and then exhale over to your left. Jaw relaxed as you breathe. Spine lifted, but that lower back is relaxed. Hip flexors are relaxed. And then on your next inhale, lift that chin back to neutral. And then exhale, allow the chin to drop toward the chest. Not really drop, but go toward the chest. Allowing the head to hang heavily if that's okay with your neck. And then inhaling as you begin to lift the chin back through center, allowing the back of the head to reach back toward the shoulder blades. And then gently closing the teeth when you get to your stopping point. Stretching open the throat, the front of the neck. Shoulders relaxed. One more inhale here. And then exhale, slowly draw the chin back forward and parallel to your mat, to the floor, to the chair. And then allow the arms to kind of rest or hang next to the sides here. We're going to inhale, reach those shoulders straight up toward the ears. Exhale, press them straight down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good. Turn those, what are they called? Thumbs. Turn the thumbs away from your hips here, palms facing me. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, point those thumbs up and lift just about shoulder height. Okay, we're going to extend, kind of reaching the fingertips away from each other. Shoulders relax down toward the hips, but you're still lifting through the spine and you're grounded through the sit bones on that chair. Breathing here, jaw relaxed. And then on your next inhale, we're going to inhale, start to point those thumbs toward each other. Listen to your shoulders here. Maybe touch the tips of the thumbs together. But if the shoulders are saying, no, please don't do that, then don't do that. Only go as far as your frame allows. Breathing here. Next inhale, reach way up. So those shoulders shoulders might hug up toward the ears, inhaling, and then exhale, slowly come back down. All the way down. Good. Next inhale, we're going to face the palms toward each other here, or toward your legs. Okay, thumbs pointing toward me. And then inhale, come up and forward. And stop right about shoulder level. Couple breaths there. Lift through the spine, ground through the sit bones, grounding through the feet. Good, and then you're going to reach toward me and then press the shoulder blades back. Inhale, reach toward me, opening up the space between the shoulder blades. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades together. One more time. Inhale, reach toward me. Exhale, press them all the way back. And then inhale right back to that neutral position there. Okay, relax the shoulders. And then next inhale, we're going to inhale, bring those arms up. Again, only as far as your shoulders say is okay. Okay, once you get up there, we're going to inhale, reach all the way up. Grounding through the sit bones, lengthening through the side bodies. Turn the palms outward, and then exhale when you're ready to, and press the air down, all the way down. Okay, good. Go ahead and roll the shoulders. Breathing as you move. Jaw still nice and relaxed. And then reverse directions. Good, good, good. And then bring that left arm up, straight up out of the left shoulder. Bring it across your body, and then we're going to use the left hand to guide that arm maybe more over toward the right shoulder. Just kind of stretching out this tricep or this outer shoulder area. Couple more breaths here. One more inhale. On your exhale, relax that left arm down, and then just let it kind of slide across to the left side of the body. Good. Right arm can come straight up ahead out of the shoulders. Across your body, use that left arm to guide it back a little further if you'd like to. Just enough so that you can feel a little bit of a stretch on that outer shoulder, tricep area, outer upper arm, jaw relaxed. A couple more breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly release that right arm down. Just let it kind of slide across the body and back to its respectful side. Good, good, good. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, arms come all the way up. And exhale, arms out and down. Good, good. Inhaling, arms come up. And exhale, lower. If it feels better to go up and forward, do that. Inhaling, arms come up. And exhale, arms down. Good, good. Lengthening through the spine there. Okay, we're going to do a twist now. So if you have any disc issues, and just be very aware of the discs in your lower spine, your thoracic spine, that central part of your spine. Ground through the feet here. Okay. And if you know for certain that you've got disc issues, like diagnosed, and you can feel them, then just don't even do the twist, okay? Just sit here and breathe. But if you're joining me, when you're ready, we're going to inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, twist open to your left, and go ahead and relax those arms down. If you're in a normal chair, you might use that back arm to kind of stabilize yourself in the chair. Grounding down into the feet, staying nice and lifted through the spine. Nice deep breaths here. Next, inhale, lift those arms back to center, and exhale, twist the other direction. Again, feel free to use that back arm on the back of the chair, the back of the seat of the chair. Staying lifted through the spine, grounded through the sit bones and the feet. Jaw is nice and relaxed. When you're ready, we're going to inhale back up to center and exhale to heart center. Good. Let's just press those palms together actively. You get to choose how much pressure you're putting into the palms here, whatever feels good for the wrists. Good. One more inhale, pressing, shoulders down, palms together. And then exhale, relax, wiggle out those fingers. Roll the wrists. Reverse directions. Good, and then bring those palms to the fronts of the knees lightly. We're gonna come into a seated cat and cow. So when you're ready, we're gonna inhale, open up the front body, so it might feel like you're kind of sticking your butt out, opening up the chest, and then exhale, round the spine to cat. You might tuck the chin and the tailbone a little bit here. Inhale, open up the front body. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Inhaling to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, relax. Good. We're going to do some side bends. So if you do have a chair where you can kind of grip on to the seat or the side of the seat, go for it. You might even grip onto like the back of the chair with your, let's start with the left hand gripping, okay? Or you can even, like I'm gonna kind of press my left hand against my outer left leg just to kind of stabilize a little bit. Ground through the feet. When you're ready, that right arm on your inhale is gonna reach up to the sky. And then exhale, side bend over to your left. Inhale back to the center, and exhale, release that right arm down. I'm actually mirroring you, so I had to think for a second which arm that actually was for you. Right arm or right hand can grab onto the chair or your leg. When you're ready, left arm, inhale up. Exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left arm down. Good. When you're ready, inhale both arms up. Palms can come together if you'd like. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale. Arms can come out and down. And relax there. Whew, okay. Are you feeling good in your upper body? I know I am. So this is really great. Okay. Let's do... I'm not good at video editing, so there's probably going to be a long pause there. But let's go ahead. Sit up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders here. And then this is why I'm thinking a little bit, because it's a little bit more daring without a normal chair. Okay. So I'm going to step my feet back a little bit. You might need to do the same. Just get to a position on your chair where you're going to feel comfortable and secure, okay? I'm going to go ahead with your left leg. We're going to lift it up here just a little bit. Kind of get a good hold on it. And then we're going to squeeze in that left leg over as close toward that left shoulder as you can. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Squeeze it in. Hold on wherever's comfortable. So I'm going to interlace my fingers around the front of my left knee. And I'm just squeezing it in, okay? Little hip compression, hip flexor compressing here. Sit up nice and tall still. A couple more breaths. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower that left foot down. Good. We're going to switch over to the other side. So when you're ready, right leg, lift up, and then situate your hands however is best, maybe behind the knee or in front of the knee. Shimmy up so that you're sitting nice and tall. Squeeze that right knee in toward the right shoulder, grounding down through the left foot. Take another couple deep breaths here. Jaw relax. One more inhale. And then on your exhale, go ahead and lower down. Good. We're going to walk those feet out till they're a little wider than hip width apart. So if you have a kind of a normal chair, it's going to be, your heels are probably going to be in line with the front legs of your chair. Okay, toes pointing straight forward, knees tracking again with the toes. My mat is getting kind of bunched up. Good. When you're ready, inhaling, arms come up. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. But we're going to stop at about your halfway lift point, okay? So my spine is long, crown of the head is reaching forward, and my palms are planted, or fingertips, or even my fists are planted right underneath my shoulders, okay? So again, long through the spine, shoulder blades sort of actively reaching back toward the hips. Again, crown of the head is reaching forward. So neck is not relaxed right now. It's in line with the rest of the spine. Grounding through the feet here. One more inhale. On your exhale, now forward fold. Allow the spine to curve and allow the neck to relax here. Couple more breaths here. Next inhale, come to that halfway lift again, lengthening through the spine, crown of the head reaching toward me. And then one hand at a time, I'm gonna come to plant the palm on kind of just the tops of the thighs or the quad muscles there. Look forward, leading with the chest. We're gonna press into the legs and inhale, come all the way up, hinging at the waist. And then exhale, relax. Okay, very good, very good. Go ahead and walk those feet back to about hip width apart, okay? And then this could be a little bit more challenging, so just do what you can, you know? And again, sit and breathe, sit and visualize this pose. It's kind of a seated figure 4 pose or pigeon. So when you're ready, I'm going to, and I'm not gonna mirror you on this one because it gets kind of hard in my own mind to figure that out. So do as I say, not as you see me do, okay? I'm gonna lift the right ankle up and set it to rest above my left knee, okay? Gently flex that right foot, all right? Stay grounding through the left foot, okay? And then you can either sit up nice and tall and then maybe press that right palm into that inner right knee so you're kind of pressing that right leg away from your upper body. And you can stay right here, or you can also lean a little bit forward. That might deepen the little stretch you feel in the hip flexor and or in the outer right hip. Give you a good stretch even down into your glute max and glute med, gluteus medius, gluteus maximus. Jaw relaxed here. If you've listened to my other video, I think it was actually my most recent one. This is one of my favorite poses, really in any form. If I'm down on my back on the mat, or if I'm feet up against the wall. Pigeon and figure 4 poses are pretty much my favorite. Couple more breaths here. If you're hinging forward at the waist, go ahead and slowly sit back up. Good. And then we're gonna begin to release the right foot off of that left knee. I'm gonna put my right leg into my right hand, okay? And then just begin to circle the hip. Circling the right hip, stay seated nice and tall, okay? So we're not sinking into our spine here, our lower back. And your circles can be as big or as small as feels okay. And then reverse directions. And you may have to resituate yourself on your chair. This ottoman is a little bit more forgiving than chairs are, so. Good, and then plant that right foot right back down. Excellent. Go ahead and kind of lean your palms back on the back part of your, the seat of your chair. And then we're just gonna kind of shimmy the legs side to side. I'm shimmying myself right off the ottoman. You probably won't have that on your chair. Good, just kind of move it around a little bit, good. And then come back to your seated position, grounding through the sit bones, sitting at the front of your chair. And then that left ankle, we're gonna pick it up, put it just above to rest on the right leg, but just above the right knee. Flex that left foot there. Sit up nice and tall and maybe press that left knee away from the upper body if that feels good. Ground down through that grounded foot. Jaw relaxed as you breathe. And then of course the option to hinge forward at the waist if you'd like to. Adds a bit of a different feature. Feels so good for me. I hope it does for you. And if it doesn't for you, really, don't worry. Don't get frustrated. Don't get stressed out. Just don't do it. Because if it doesn't feel good, that could mean that you need not do it, okay? And tomorrow is a new day. So tomorrow you might be able to do it. You might want to do it. Our bodies feel different daily, whether big or small differences, okay? So we always have to just really practice listening to our bodies all the time, like all the time. Okay, sit up if you're hinged forward at the waist. Slowly release that left ankle into the left palm, and then begin to circle that hip, or draw circles with the knee. Sitting up nice and tall so we're not scrunching into the tailbone or the sacrum. And then reverse the direction of those circles. Good, release that left foot back down to the mat. Again, kind of sit back a little bit in your chair, maybe onto your palms. This time walk the feet out a little wider than we had them before, and then kind of windshield wiper or shimmy the hips back and forth. Wave at me with your knees. Take some deep breaths here. Deep inhales through the nose. Feel free to sigh out those exhales. Say, and even though this isn't live, please feel free to make some comments. Let me know if you were here. Okay, that'll help for sure. Comments, likes, hearts, laughing faces, emojis, whatever suits you. I'm straightening out my mat again. Alrighty, good. I'm going to extend my right leg out toward you. It's a nice view of the bottom of my foot, okay? Lengthening out, I'm holding on to my leg. You can use a strap or you can use clasped fingers if that's okay with your hands and your arms. Lengthening out the right leg, extending through my heel here. Flexing that right foot, so I'm drawing those right toes back toward me. Jaws relaxed, one more inhale. And exhale slowly, lower down. Good. When you're ready, switch over to that left leg. Lift up that left leg, extend that left leg forward. Flexing the left foot, extending through the heel, so that heel is really reaching toward me. Sit up nice and tall. Again, we don't want to collapse into our lower spine. Jaw relaxed, couple more breaths here. One more inhale. On your exhale, slowly lower down. Good, good, and very good. Okay. We're going to do chair pose, which is funny because we're doing chair yoga, but chair pose itself is a little bit different, okay? Stay in your chair if you want to. I'm going to bring the heels or the ankles back so that they are either directly under the knees or actually behind the knees, okay? Hinge forward at the waist. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips here. Stay long through the spine. And then we're going to press up onto the feet. Knees are still nice and bent here. And tracking with the toes, okay? Spine is long, crown of the head reaching forward, okay? Chair pose traditionally is arms tracking alongside the ears. Feel free to do that for sure. Shift most of your weight toward the forefoot of each foot. Jaw relaxed here, long through the spine. Hands and heart center is an option. Shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing, just a couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly, inhaling, start to extend up to standing. And my head might leave the screen, but that's okay, okay? Good. Oh, relax the arms here. Okay, now if you have a normal chair behind you, which I don't have, feel free to bring it next to you so that the back of the chair is right about where your hand is, so that if you can, so that you can use that for balance, okay? Let me see. What can I use? Nothing. I literally have nothing that's tall enough that's quickly movable. Well, there's that plant stand over there. Nope. Okay, so pretend, please. Pretend that we have a chair here. We're going to do tree pose, okay, a supported tree pose. So let me, okay. Hand is on the chair, so this hand, the funny hand, is going to be the one that is lightly resting on the back of the chair. Bring those feet together. Okay. The other hand can be either on the hip or half heart center, whatever you prefer, okay? I'm going to ground down through that foot that is next to the chair. So it's my right foot, okay? And really yeah, okay? When you're ready. Lift that other knee up and forward, okay? My left knee is coming up and forward. I have the very tips of my left toes resting just inside my right foot. So it's resting on the mat, okay? So using the chair if you need to for balance. If you don't, you don't need to. That's just there if you need it, but you don't have to use it, okay? Stay right here if you'd like to, or you might bring that left knee all the way up and forward and flex the left foot. Keeping the hips level, continue to breathe, keeping the jaw relaxed as you do. Just a couple more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, lower that left leg all the way down and shimmy out those hips. Very good. Good, good, good. March out the feet a little bit and then bring them back together. And then bring the chair over to the other side, okay? So now it's next to my left side, the back of the chair, all right? Imaginary chair yoga. This is great, isn't it? All righty. Feet are together. When you're ready, ground down through that left foot now, so that foot closest to the chair back. And then when you're ready, I'm going to bend my right knee and plant, just kind of come to the very tips of my right toes, keeping, again, those hips level. And again, feel free to not use the chair if you don't need it. Jaw relaxed, breathing here. Stay right here if this is sufficient for you in your practice for balancing. Or if you'd like to, I'm going to bring that right leg up and forward and flex the right foot. And we're just going to spend a few more breaths here. One more inhale wherever you are. And then exhale, lower that right foot down, shimmy out those hips. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, we are finished almost with our chair practice. I'm just kind of bending my knees a little bit and coming up on my toes because it feels good on my ankles. Actually, let's go ahead and have a seat on the chair and extend. You can extend both legs forward or just one leg forward and circle the ankles. Crackety crack, lubricating the joints. Switch directions if you haven't already. Good. Do that with the other foot too. Draw circles and then reverse directions. Good, 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 good. Okay, we're going to come into our final relaxation pose. So, depending on your setup, you can feel free to sit in your chair and maybe even shimmy back so that you can lean against the back of your chair a little bit. But try to get into a position, if you are using the back of your chair to support you, try to still stay somewhat lifted through the spine and open through the chest and relaxed in the shoulders, okay? Here's another option, and let me see if I can do this facing you. I'm going to quick make some movements here, but if you're already decided that you're going to stay seated in the chair, then by all means do so. I'm going to quick turn my ottoman around so y'all can see me. Actually, I can just shove it this way a little bit. Okay, there we go. So this is the seat of my chair. And your yoga mat can be there, or if you're just on carpet or on the floor or on the ground outside, wherever you are. Actually, I wish I could be doing this outside, but I fear the noise would be too great. So what I'm going to do is lay out my mat here. This is the seat of the chair. The back of the chair is further away, okay? I'm going to bring my right hip to face the seat of the chair, okay? And then just kind of roll down onto my left shoulder as I lift my lower legs up onto the seat of the chair, okay? And then shimmy yourself so that the legs are resting on the chair. Slowly lower down onto your back. Okay, how are we here? Yep, good. Arms come out along your sides, palms facing up. Situate so the legs are resting comfortably on the seat of the chair. And just allow everything to come into stillness, just kind of everything's slowing down now. Feel free to close the eyes here. And softly, no need to squeeze them shut tightly, just close the eyes softly. Begin to soften through the facial muscles and just really take some time here to tune back into the breath. Allowing the spine to rest, the shoulders to rest, the hips, the jaw can relax. And if you notice, we're in somewhat of an inversion here. So certainly if you suffer from high blood pressure or anything like that, you know that you're not supposed to be in this position, okay? So don't bring the legs above the heart. You just stay seated in the chair or maybe seated on the floor and tune into the breath here. Jaw nice and relaxed. And then again, feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. Okay, I hope and pray that you have plenty of time to spend in your final relaxation pose. Okay, continue to breathe, continue to listen to your breath, maybe even internally, and just cultivate that heart of gratitude again as you're still breathing. That's amazing. Thank you, Lord, right? So stay here again as long as you like. If you are on your back with legs up on the chair, when you do decide to come out of it, just slowly draw your knees in toward your chest, rolling over to one side and maybe resting there for a couple breaths before pressing into even a child's pose first, or just slowly pressing up to a seated position and then even there taking a few breaths just to allow your your body to settle back into that upright position. So thank you so much for joining me whenever it is that you did. Thank you. You can donate if you'd like to my PayPal or to my Venmo, and I will post that in the comments as far as how you can do that. So, there's my feet. I'm so grateful for all of you and for the opportunity that we had to do yoga today. And I will pray before I sign off. Lord, thank you again for your kindness toward us. Thank you that you're so patient with us in all of our humanity and our weakness. And we just ask that you would make your presence known, make your presence tangibly felt, and give us courage. Just give us courage to walk in your ways, to walk in your truth, and to love you more and more every day. We love you. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. Namaste.